I wasn't born bad. I played football in vacant lots. I played basketball on the rim nailed to my neighbor's tree. I ran track with my brother's worn out sneakers. As I recall, I was put back in school because they spelled equality beginning it with I-N instead of E. So today I sit confined to time, just wondering what went wrong. Because I wasn't born bad, maybe. I wrote that poem nearly 40 years ago while laying in a hospital bed, licking my emotional and psychological wounds. A product of the Newark, city of Newark. I grew up in a time when it was rough. At the age of 14, my family lost all of our earthly possessions. Our house was set ablaze for insurance purposes. Two of our loved ones died in the fire. We were homeless. I was homeless actually for 2 years. I didn't live at the Newark Y because we sought to get emergency shelter there, but you were crowded. They ended up putting us in Miles Burger's Lincoln Motel in East Orange on Evergreen Place. So that was my first place, and so as a 14-year-old boy, I could only dream of having a home. I went into the Arts High School homeless. I didn't dream to have good clothes. I just wanted some place to call home. And I know you're dressed nice and you're looking good, and so I don't want to put a damper on the evening, but I want to bring it home so that we understand why we're really here. Just 300 yards from here is the Newark YMCA. Inside of that facility is almost 400 individuals and families whose services have been shifted, altered, their lives are forever changed. And there's a young boy over there who's 14 years old, or a young girl who's 14 years old, who only wants a place to call home. And that's the call for tonight for me. I didn't write a speech. But that's all I kept thinking about, why this YMCA is so important to me, Mike. It's more like an intersection in my life. It's an intersection because someone who worked for Congressman Donald Payne Sr. 40 years ago would not know that our paths will cross at the intersection called the Y, and that's Adrian. So Adrian, I applaud you and I thank you for introducing me to this board of directors. This place is an intersection for me because I didn't know that a colleague, Monique Lockett-Hargrove and Dr. Diane Hill, would be merged on this campaign to get Mike, a graduate of Rutgers University, to get inducted into the African American Alumni Hall of Fame. And so I wear this
Yes, brother.
where 3 weeks ago I was
Yes,
inducted into the Hall of Fame class of
Yes, sir.
2024. The YMCA is an intersection for me because it's where people like Michael Bright lead organizations. And just as I say, 300 yards from here is around 400 individuals, but there are 40 employees maybe at this particular hour who are working, and it's a commitment and sacrifice. And some of the employees, Olga, Bernadette, Brenda, Coretta, some of them are here just making our nights more comfortable. And so as I think about the scholarships we gave out to these students here, can we just applaud them again?
Yes. All right.
Don't be afraid to applaud them. They are our future. And as I think about it, before I ain't gonna be alone. Okay. You know, Olga stands over here and let you know. When I think about these students, and Kevin Reed, wherever he's sitting, Kevin, the vision that we have and what we've done is great, and we do it annually. But as a board of directors, board of trustees, we have to dream a little bigger for next season. And just as we give scholarships to these beautiful students, we know that all students don't go to college. There are trade schools out here, there are estheticians, there are contractors, there are plumbers, there are electricians. I read a book while being this businessman, this serial entrepreneur called The Millionaire Next Door. He was a plumber. And so we have to be willing to put resources there. And I want to challenge us to dig deeper in our pockets and not just get comfortable with the network and fellowship here. To dig deeper, because the WISE mission doesn't just stop tonight, it continues. It needs your resources and your support continuously. Many of us, well, now let me back off where I am. But many of you, Mo Butler and others, you use this as tax write-offs. I didn't know that this would be. Look, he's like embarrassed now. I didn't, oh wait, Larry, you too, I just read something. I didn't know that this YMCA would be an intersection for me for so many parts of my life. And so when I think about the 14-year-old boy who was displaced in East Orange, an evergreen place, he never imagined that he would travel around the world. He never imagined opening up 8 companies, employing so many people around Essex County and around. He never imagined that where he was homeless and living at the Lincoln Motel while crying on the edge of the curb, he never knew that just in 20 short years he would own the office building across the street from where he was displaced.
Yes.
That's nothing but God.
That's it.
And so when I think about it, Kevin Reed, our dream has to be bigger, because I've been on this board now 4 going on 5 years. And I came under Joe's leadership, and then it was Michelle LaBelle, now it's Kevin Reed, and so the challenge is greater. The challenge is to bring that little Mikey who lives in that Y temporarily, who only wants a home. Mikey just wants a place to call home. He doesn't want your money, he wants a place to call home. He wants to dream. So while we have a table here, let's bring another table next year so that I can just see this empty spot, a family of Michaels and Michelles, and people look like my mother and father who were homeless, just for them to see so he could dream. Because what happened with me leads me into another intersection where I had to meet a Bob Davidson of the Mental Health Association. I ended up being a consumer of mental health services. For 2 years I had a psychologist, and people say, "Oh, Mike, you really was crazy." I said, "Yeah, I was, and I still am." But I had a psychologist, and I wear it with a badge of honor because I look at what God has done for me now. And I know that I didn't stop. I had to go through the process. It's like being forged in fire. And so I challenge each and every one of us on this night to think about someone else. I have a mantra that says, leave, I'm almost done. I have a mantra that says, leave more than you take. It's about giving of yourself to something greater. So I don't want us to walk away from here with a larger charge. This YMCA serves not only Essex County, Passaic County, Hudson County. We do a good work here at the Y. Let's give Michael Bright and staff a round of applause. But in order for us to continue to be as effective as we are, we need you and more of your resources, more of your connection. And it's not only money, it's relationships. And so I applaud everyone here. Thank you for coming. I applaud my group here, my table, Healthcare Foundation of the Oranges, our Executive Director, Rochelle Evans, my Man Village, 5 of them are here. And let me tell you the last intersection before I sit down, brother. The last intersection, I was blessed by Michael Bright. Michael and I talk off record. And so with my Man Village, these brothers we were 96 men strong. I started it a year and a half ago, so I facilitated every 2 weeks at my office building. And we take 25 in at a time. And their professions are everything from medical doctors to lawyers to criminals to everything you can think of. That's who we are. So when you're walking outdoors, you see yourself. But Michael Bright allowed these brothers, as we work on our emotional intelligence, allowing us to learn about being emotionally present, how to resolve conflicts within ourselves, within the community and the environment, how to offer empathy to people. He allowed 27 of us on Christmas morning to come and serve the people there. That did so much for them. It did so much for me because it's about God's greater plan for all of us. And so I bid you well tonight. Thank you for this great honor. I am indeed humbled by it. Thank you, and God bless you. Peace.
Yeah, brother. Congratulations.